Hello and welcome to Flamer Gaming again. This is another game update. So I've been doing quite a bit over the last week. Um, so it's improving by quite a considerable amount each episode. I've well, with the amount of code and with just me doing it. Um, I'm gonna show you today the woodcutting experience. So here's a car. This probably won't be the final design, but this is the design so far. Please comment and etc. of your opinion of the car. I need to do some of the texture work. This is just a medium, like a normal scene kind of thing, which is just to see if it works. This is a sawmill. The blade is. I'm trying to cut back on the amount of polygons I use, so more computers can run it and etc. Stump of a tree, as you can probably tell. So if I press space, there's no animation or anything yet. The trees still need work on. But if I press space, I spawn at X at the moment, and when I press X, I chop down the tree, and I'm holding one in my hand. I don't like how you can turn around and etc. as your collisions still haven't been done. But I'm working on that. So when you interact by pressing X with the sawmill, it loads the log up onto the sawmill, and if I pull this lever by pressing X, so no animation, need to fix that bit as well. It gets chopped in half, and then you can chop that in half again, so you get medium logs, and then you can use medium logs to make smaller logs. Because the crafting idea with carpentry, is to have lots of different sizes of logs, and then you can use them with different sizes of workbenches to be able to make parts of stuff, including ships and carts and sawmills and buildings, etc. So also you can do this. So with the cart, this is poorly done, but still a work in progress, as I said in previous videos. If I press X with yeah, bit of a bug. So if I place that on there, I think you have to have your hands empty to go on it at the moment. So if I press X with that, yeah, you get onto it, and I know the turning is incredible, but yeah, the camera is separate, so you still use the mouse to turn and look and everything, and the cart is attached kind of to you. So if I dismount the cart, this is still really early progress in the making of it. So if I chop down the tree and then I interact with the cart whilst holding a log, it at the moment loads you up. But you can put logs on the back now, and a bit irritating that bit, but you might like it. So I may have an option in the game menu to have it so you can mount up by putting logs in the back, but then again you might not, so please tell me your opinion on that. So you can have a maximum of 3 logs in the back of it, which looks okay. I'm gonna fix the pink on it, but you can spin around and everything, and the logs won't fall out and stuff like. So that's pretty much all I done this week. But this quite a lot of improvement for a short period of time, and since I'm still at school and stuff, it's quite impressive, I think. Um, this also the code for the sawmill and the carts and lever. They're completely, what is it called? Well, they're designed in mind. The code is designed in mind of allowing multiple copies of sawmills and everything, and they won't break each other and screw up different things and stuff like that. So it will be really easy to implement lots more sawmills, and the anvil not so much, but that's a work in progress. So, I'm still trying to optimize the game. Can't say that word. So hopefully that will work. The clouds are quite good, I think, at the moment. So they'll say the same. I'll hopefully be able to add weather effects in and everything in the later on. Also, I have been thinking a lot more about the units and stuff which you can recruit. So you can recruit, so you will be able to later on recruit scholars, which will be used for research. And that's, the research is forever going on. So you can't research everything in the game. It's not randomly generated, just a calculation for each technology researched. So they'll have the same name nearly, just improved, etc. So, and that will improve the smithing of smiths under your command, and the quality of your weapons and the damage the weapons do and the effectiveness of the armor, which allows for kind of a technology race. Lovely sunset. Between different factions and everything, and you can actually make your living through research. So you can. So smiths might work making new build building equipment for armies, but they may get outdated. So they could hire scholars if they want, or more blacksmiths, or they could buy technology off other players and stuff like that. So I think it allows more depth and more gameplay options open up for you. I have also written more lore about the game, which is which I think works quite well. I'll load that up now. The new, welcome back. The new lore which I done is quite a bit. So the Empire religion is two great gods, the Creator and the Destructor. And they have lots of small gods underneath them. So like the god of fire, the god of water, the etc. 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 The ice in the north, so the west, I mean, northwest of the map, which is owned by the Norcal, who are kind of like Rohirrim, but ice warriors, so like a Nord and a Rohirrim combined together, but a lot different. But that's the most common, closest thing. Which kind of have ice skeletons which form in a mage and a mage. Baby have a 10% chance of being an abomination because they're like too much magic and may cause a mutation in the child. Skills learned from NPCs and other combats or in combat. So you can talk to NPCs, they'll teach you skills, or you can talk to other players, and so you can be a trainer only in the game kind of thing. So you can make a storyline behind that. So you could be a veteran warrior and then retire, and just to get by, you do a like training for other people. Also, you can learn new moves in combat. So like, you just you just make up um next moves um as you go along. The cow cart, they have a ceremony from being a boy to adult in their tribes, and it's the boy had left out in the deep forest and must adapt to survive for 3 days and 3 nights, symbolizing the gods in the of good and evil. So day represents the gods of good, and night represents the gods of evil. Um, you also the forest which they go to be. I'm just looking it up. Is the forest of Carl, which is a resource in the game, which comes from the dark, um, which is owned by Halath. Um, so they have to survive 3 days, 3 nights in the earth. After that, the second step is to return to the tribe within a full cycle of a day, um, which is quite straightforward. The third step is to have your future told by the father. The father is a like kind of like a witch doctor from Indian tribes and stuff like that, but a more Western style one. Um, there we there also um, so he foretells the future. The father foretells the future of the child using a log which he cut from the tree itself, and then the boy will be tattooed by the father with the smoke cloud which came from the log, and the log is a special wood from the forest of Carl, which when burnt makes a smoke pattern, which I read by the fathers to tell the future. Um, and that's the only lore well, not the only lore, but the most recent lore I wrote up. Um, the game which keeps flashing up here, the Pioneers, have kind of been cancelled for a while. That'll come out later on. Also, you can sign up to the website and stuff like that, but there's a chat log and forums which hopefully people will start using because it's just empty. So that's up. It's in your portal section. You have to sign up. Twitter feed. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. Um, there will be Ash tokens in the game, so in-game money brought with real money. But you can get all of these items and abilities and stuff by playing the game itself. And it got never mind. A certain shop in the game which you can which you have to go to use the Ash tokens, because there's 10 different currencies in the game. So this is one which you use globally in the game by certain shops. Um, if you want to sign up, I'll have a link in the description, and that's it for now. Sorry this video is so rambly and terrible. See you next Friday. Bye.